Town and kill.
What up, gents? It's Little Black here in the video, man. Listen, gents, let me know if you guys are enjoying these videos. I enjoy making them, right? These reacting to black people videos, talking about geomaxing, political maxing, all these type of things, right? It's fun to me, it's cool, you know. I really enjoy going through these videos. But anyways, we're gonna go into this first one. So also, bro, drowning in tears after Kenyan woman he married in Africa dumps him less than a year after reaching the US. So this is the guy in question, the guy with the dreads, with the glasses.
And
Let's
I'm
watch this
here
video.
with a very, very interesting couple. They have a channel called US Meets Kenya. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, starting with the lady first.
Hey guys, I'm Faith.
And by the way, she's not even that good looking, honestly.
Okay.
And I'm Keith from USA.
Yeah, and this is our baby.
Guy found it hard finding a mate in the US. Thought he could do it.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's adorable. Okay, so, bro, where are you from in the States?
So I'm originally from Michigan, from Detroit, Michigan.
You from the D. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we out here.
So this is the wedding.
Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty and all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away. Standing in front of me, every breath, every hour has come to this.
And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man.
She got a white rich guy, dude. How lucky did she get? I mean, not so lucky. I mean, she's not even that good looking in my own opinion. She's alright. I would rate her like a 6. But I guess like this guy decided to wife up something or date is I would say something with a baby as well coming from Kenya. It's just ridiculous, you know, that some guys from the US, you know, like I obviously that relationship was a oofy doofy relationship, but I think the guy from the US couldn't get some matches in his own country. He thought maybe he could geomax, but this is one of the biggest problems with sub fives who try to geomax and bring the girls back to their own home country. The fact is, you know, in America, there's much more options now. Okay, she's gonna leave you, dude. It's not bro. I'm telling you, these women don't care about you. As soon as she finds a better option, she's gonna leave. She doesn't care that you're married or not. Nowadays, the divorce rates are crazy. Like people keep on remarrying each other. Like no one cares, dude. It's like that simple. I can't believe that like the white guy would like wipe this up though. Like, would you wipe this up, bro? The reason why I actually went out of the video is because I thought this was maybe your brother or something like that. But this is a guy, obviously, I mean, genetically just deformed. Extremely difficult for him. His face is, I would say, maybe like a 6. He's Hispanic looking. And it's not a bad white girl himself. I look at things like this, right? Like situation like this. I think to myself, it can't be impossible for a sub 5 not to get a girl. Okay, I think it's possible for every sub 5 out there to find a match. Okay, it's just as Rehab Room likes to say, how are you gonna be oofy doofy or not? Are you gonna be bending over or not? Are you going to be that guy that she sees as, you know, a prize, or are you just going to be something that she, you know, tolerates essentially? Okay, so when I see things like this, I think to myself, you know, I can't complain too much. Yes, I have cropped teeth. Yes, I'm black. But I can't complain too much because I see the guys like this. I'm just like wondering to myself, look at this guy, dude. He's very poor.
Baby, what you wishing for? Maybe you should
Sorry, I meant foot. He's very foot. Feet or foot?
Can we see the
Oh,
physique?
damn, never mind. Um,
You got pants on?
yeah,
Yeah, I got shorts on.
All right, let's see. Stand up, man. So we see the body. Step back.
that's an okay physique. I'll rate that like 6 out of 10 physique. Nothing crazy. Like that's it's similar to the physique that I have. Just his chest pecs are a bit more bigger than mine.
All right, you're ripped. Got visible abs. Got those African genetics.
Appreciate it.
All right, have a seat. Your hairstyle, though, man.
Is his hairline. You can't save that. Look at that, bro. It's done. It's over at this point. Just find your match. Just it's over. Money max, status max. The only thing that's gonna save you. Because a hair transplant can't do. People think a hair transplant can do magics. People think that it can somehow make you go from having no hairline to actually a hairline. No, I haven't seen situations like that. Most of the time, it's if you're predisposed to actually have a better hairline, and then it works and revives that initial hairline you used to have. But something like this, you're toast, bro. You're gone. Look at that hairline. It's just ridiculous. In my opinion, just go bald, bro. Or you could get dreads that go over the forehead. Like grow dreads that go over the forehead. But just either go that or just go bald, bro. But even his facial structure doesn't allow him to go bald because he's got a big ass forehead. So, and his orbitals are so huge at the same time too. And then he's got that African nose and he's dark
Yeah,
as shit. It's
that's what
over,
I was
bro.
asking for because, like, as you can see, I have an East African forehead,
Yeah, East African forehead. Like, I mean, me and him are the
and it's
same
not really waking up
I think
for
I'm
me. So
just a bit better looking
I
than
was
this
trying to
guy.
start like free form so that my hair can grow a little bit, and then kind of like have braids later on.
Breads?
Yeah, to kind of like cover up the front part.
Gotcha. Well, you don't have to look like that. You can make them look a lot better than that. Just look like twists.
Yeah, kind of like that.
He used to have like a hairstyle that goes over his forehead, like dreads or braids that go over the forehead and hide that forehead. He would
No,
look
but
way
you don't
much
have-
better.
People don't talk about all the great things white people have accomplished. 97% of inventions were made by Europeans. And there's actually a website when they say like the traffic light or peanut butter was invented by black people. There's like a website that like fact checks these black inventions, and you look deeper into it and usually they're all from white people that they might have added something or it was like completely stolen. So why are we not taught about that?
Wow, there's a site debunking black inventions.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it
That's
right
nuts.
now, but they didn't even invent peanut butter. So I don't think they've invented anything actually. People don't talk.
Actually, so this is one of those, white nationalists, who think that black people are just a sub 5 human that's closer to a gorilla than to a white person. And, I look at guys like this and I understand where they're coming from. They look at what's going on in the world, they look at Africa, they look at black people, and they have a certain mindset or like a generalization that they have about up with the race. And I understand where you're coming from. It's not easy looking at black people, looking at the crime rates and all this, and thinking to yourself, these people are stupid. But I don't think this is someone who's made his research. I don't think this is someone who understands exactly what he's talking about. I think a lot of what he says comes from being a white nationalist. 97% of inventions by Europeans. Listen, Europeans invented a lot. Okay, they were the first to finish the race called life. And if you look at all other countries, they're basically imitations of what Europe has created. If you look at, except maybe China, but if you look at Europe, you look at America, it's imitations of what Europe has created in the sense of how the society is structured with the cars and everything, all that, okay? Now, I look at Africa and I look at, the dense, the dense environment Africans were basically raised in, you could say, like mostly Africans, okay? You look at the rivers crossing over certain land, and it's basically what I'm trying to say is that Africans didn't even need to create the wheel because they didn't need to. Okay, like Africans didn't create the wheel because they didn't need to. Okay, now listen. I'm saying that invention comes from when you need to do something. Humans aren't going to go invent something out there unless they need to, especially those primitive inventions like a gun or like a ship. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that African life, and because of the environment of Africa, it was created in such a way whereby humans didn't need to build wheels. Okay, because of the society that they structured, because of the culture, right? It could be that wheels weren't going to work because the area was too bushy or the land wasn't straight. It's small things like this that these people don't take into account. Okay, and if you don't look at the reason why something is the way it is, and you just have this mentality that no, it's this way, and I want to look at it this way, you'll never learn anything.
Talk about all the
honestly.
great things white people have
But
accomplished.
yeah, I follow this
People
guy
don't
quite a
talk
lot.
about all the great.
He makes it quite funny, honestly. Hell no. Oh, actually, wow, that's crazy. You can change your facial shape without surgery. I don't know what he did, but that's actually extremely impressive. This guy used to be chopped. Whatever he did, whatever Looksmaxing program he's on, I want to be on that program because those results are insane. Let's look at it again. I mean, look at it. Like, eyes actually not too bad. His eyes didn't change. But look at his mid face. Mid face looked sunken. Just lips look, they just don't look appetizing or anything like that. That small lower lip looks disgusting, honestly. The skin, terrible. He's easily a 40. Easily. But then, the angles. This is what I hate with the angles. The angles can actually make your chin look more broad than it actually is. Yeah. This guy's got some cool content. Sub 5. Oh. This honestly simplifies the entire dating scene, but there's a lot more dynamics that go into play. But most of the time, it's true. It's your height. It's your genetics, dude. Okay, and with first world societies nowadays, women working for themselves, they would rather go for a guy who is better looking and is making as much money, but she fits her looks match, or her I could say who complements her look. Okay, and I see it with my mom as well. My mom, she's obviously now a single mother because my dad passed away. And her boyfriend, I'm not gonna lie, he's not like super rich or anything like that. He's doing well for himself, but he's not super rich or anything like that. And he's quite young, and they will go well together. It's they have a good relationship. So I see it with my own real life examples. Imagine how it is outside from my own situation. Okay, so the word I was looking for is actually observable reality. The word I was looking for was observable reality. For my own observable reality. Bro, I swear to God, I'm not kidding. This happened to me today. I'm outside having a smoke, and then I open the camera and the selfie camera, and I see myself. Oh, actually, I was trying to do a banking verification on my app. Okay, so the bank requires you to have a selfie camera on, so you can see your face. And honestly, dude, it's crazy. I put it on and I saw myself. I'm like, damn, I'm chopped, bro. That's what I said to myself. So sometimes, that selfie camera coming from underneath that angle, you can actually make it more ugly than you actually are. My own opinion. You know what? This is what black American are the most like this African women. Okay, they are like you. Okay, let me not call them Africans. Let me call them black people because they're not Africans. Because what you'll find is that black dude right there. Okay, what you'll find is that he's got a mix of maybe, let's say, Irish, Netherlands, German. I promise you, he looks black, but he might be 10 to 20%, white, maybe even 10% or 5%. Okay. And for me, that excludes you from being African. It actually, includes you to being black. In fact, you could say that, being black is an upgrade from being called African. That's how black Americans see it. They would rather be called black Americans than African Americans. But look at this dude. Obviously, one of the reasons she dated him is because of his height. And he's also doing well right now in his life. She looks extremely pretty. And in fact, you know what? This guy's actually a stepfather to her child, from a black guy from before as well.
Most people think the reason the rich are more attractive than the poor is either because they can buy expensive clothes, or because they can afford high-quality beauty products for their skin and hair, or even because they can visit doctors to get Botox, modify their nose, or remove excess fat. And while all of that is true, money can do all that stuff, that's not the main reason. The truth is, many of the rich are naturally beautiful. If you visit private schools in wealthy neighborhoods, you'll see that almost everyone is very attractive. But if you visit public schools in poorer neighborhoods, it's often not the case. And it's not because they're dressed in Prada or Chanel. They wear uniforms. They're not using beauty products.
I would say it's because they're more healthy, okay? They're more healthy. They can afford, let's say, braces if your teeth are all fucked up like me. They're taller, which means they get paid more. On average, taller people get paid more.
Yet. And obviously, they haven't been to a plastic surgeon.
Okay, I get it. But then what is the reason? Why most rich people are attractive and most poor people are not?
The rich are more attractive than the poor because when a beauty is born in poverty, just look at what happens. Take, for example, this family living in a poor neighborhood. The dad isn't handsome and the mom isn't pretty, but their daughter, thanks to a lucky combination of features, her mom's body and nose, and her dad's eyes and hair, ends up being gorgeous. Now, being that beautiful doesn't just attract the men from her poor neighborhood, it also catches the attention of the rich. And from all the admirers she has, she ends up falling for the guy at the top of the pyramid.
I see. So basically, beauty allows you to have more upward mobility. It's easier to have upward mobility when you have beauty because people want to be around you, and people assume, what's this thing called again? Where people assume good traits of on you because you're pretty. What is it called? There's an effect. What is it called? You guys know the effect, but it's an effect whereby, oh man, I can't believe I forgot.
A rich man who treats her like a princess, buys her a car, and takes her to live in a golf club community. So, every time
that's what happened with that other white
a beauty
guy,
is born in a poor neighborhood, a rich guy comes along and sweeps her off her feet. Money and beauty always find each other. When a man is very rich, he usually ends up with a very beautiful woman. And when a woman is very beautiful, she usually ends up building a life with a rich man. And even though beauty doesn't change much over time, it's amazing how far you can climb the pyramid of wealth by working hard and staying disciplined. The most important things are your habits, your sleep, diet, exercise.
So maybe a man's looks is not, as important for his success as a woman's beauty, because a woman, she can have upward mobility because of her beauty, getting job opportunities, this and this, men in her life wanting to marry her or date her because she's beautiful, She can have, a crazy amount of upward mobility. But as a man, you can't have that type of upward mobility. You have to build it yourself. And that's the difference between a woman and a man. And, you need to build a house as a man. As a woman, you're invited into a house. So that's one of the differences of these two genders. But it just goes to say
and
how
learning
crucial it is to
routines.
be a man.
In just 9 hours, you could listen to the entire book Atomic Habits. If you listen at 1.5 speed, you can finish it in 6 hours.
Cope.
Yo, hell yeah.
Let's just watch this one.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine too, though. He's fine.
You know what they should do? They should also add these guys' bank accounts. Let's just see what happens. You know, they should start like net worth there. You know, car, this and this, where they stay. It would be much more accurate because once these girls go on these dates with these guys and find out that, you know, he's not just as rich as he makes himself out to be on Instagram, they honestly,
That's my type for
He's
real.
probably the best candidate out of all of them.
I mean, looks wise, yes, everything. He looks good.
Everything. Italian, cooking,
Yeah, he's
travel.
Heard that he's travel.
Yeah, I've chosen Jason all 3 rounds, literally, just based on the information I'm gathering, and I actually think that this is probably the best pick, yes.
From the very beginning, I did not like Miles, but unfortunately I am next to Miles for the match, but I did not choose
And that's most men in relationships. You're a second option. You're just something whereby she couldn't get her original partner and you're just a second option. You're what do you call this? When you take a step back because you couldn't get what she needed, okay? And that's what you are as an average male to most women because biologically they are programmed to want the most handsome man out there, okay? But with a man, you can be dating a girl who's a 7 and you are like happy with her and you're like, okay, cool, she's beautiful to you and you take her and you know what I'm saying, and you love her. But with a woman, it's more like, you know, I wish I could get a better partner, but
Miles. But the person that I chose was Jason. I think he was just the most well-rounded. He had a lot of good family values.
Good family values. That
chose Jason, of course. The tattoos in his face is gorgeous. Like, come on. Like, look at that.
I chose Jason too.
Yes, everybody!
Maybe he date all of you.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't lie. They would shade the fuck out of him if he was rich enough. They mustn't lie. Okay, that's the end of it, gents. Let me know what you guys think. Listen, man, comment on this video. I haven't seen any comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. I'm not sure if any of you guys are watching these videos. I enjoy making them.